Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Breaking news. Prince Andrew has given up all his titles. He'll only be known now as Prince Andrew, as he was born of Queen Elizabeth. Apparently, he gave up his titles. So no more Duke of York. That means Sarah's no longer Duchess of York. Also, he gave up his the Royal Garter, so he's no longer our King's Garter. He's no longer involved with that, and he maintains his innocence. And he insists that he's the one who gave this up. We're going to ask the Golden Tarot. We've got a couple of questions. Did he or was he pressured by, his sister, the Princess Royal? His brother, Edward, and the king, was he pressured? Was he pressured to give up the rest of his titles? Or did he do what was right for probably the first time in his life? Interesting, I don't know if some of you remember when I was doing those readings around Andrew, and I said, there's a book. He's writing a book. He's writing a book. Well, the book was about Andrew, but he was not writing it. And that recently came out, and that seems to be the spiral down ever since then, the revelations that have come from that. We also have the question now, what does this mean for Harry? Was Andrew the one to get out of the way first, and now a precedent has been made? And then that way Harry can't whine about, what about Andrew? What Andrew's done is worse than what I've done. Now he's lost that whine. I don't know if Andrew's still in the line of succession. I did read, though, this will have no bearing upon Beatrice and Eugenie. They will keep all their titles and whatnot. This is only affects Andrew and Sarah. Pilot Gal, the Royal Tarot, she did a really good reading on this yesterday on the Yorks if they lose their titles. And now does this mean Sarah's going to write a tell-all? As we know, she's an author. She has her fingers in with the publishing world. Will they be interested in some of her secrets? Very interesting. So that's probably the energy of the book I was picking up around Andrew. Was the book about him, not that Andrew was writing a book. But anyways, let's ask the cards. Did Andrew do the right thing, or was he pressured? And it's like, you can either save face and do it yourself, or be disgraced, and I'll do it. So we're going to do a tarot challenge. On the top row is Andrew volunteered to remove all of his titles. And now he's just simply known as Prince Andrew, son of the late Queen. Ooh, King of Wands, Justice, the Hierophant. There's the Palace. It's not King Charles. I'm going to say this is a bit of King William's influence. About justice will come, but let's continue to read. Okay, upright is he volunteered. In reverse, upright positive, reversal's negative. On the bottom is he was pressured. And if he didn't volunteer, he would have been disgraced. Shall we begin? Page of Wands. There's the news. News has come out. 10 of Cups. There's the family. Interesting. I'm wondering if this is his girls. I wonder if this is the four of them coming together and pressuring, Dad, please don't disgrace us anymore. The Devil. Uh-oh. The Devil. Oh, we got boobies and bum. The Devil, he did the right thing. 5 of Cups. Oh, regrets, depression. 7 of Coins it does. Somebody did say, or the statement said, for the good of the crown. Yeah, he's looking to the future because you know what? His daughters and his grandchildren are in that crown. Six of Cups, there's the siblings. Ooh, might be a little bit of both. Eight of Wands, upright. Two of Cups in reverse. You know what? There's family members who aren't talking to him because of what's going on. Three of Wands in reverse. He knew he had no future anyways. Knight of Cups in reverse. Somebody reneged on something. Somebody said, I'll stand by you, and then turned around and said, yeah, no, I won't. Probably after the book came out. Six, Page of Swords. There it is on the internet. The Hanged Man in reverse. Are these all fitting in? I might have to. Let's see what we can do here. Just scooch them over. And let's see what the seventh card is. Two of Wands. Should I stay? Should I go? There he is, thinking about things. And the Empress. What would Mom say? Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He actually thought about this long and hard. 1, 2, 3, 4. He got some pressure from his siblings, and he honestly really did think about how his mother would feel about knowing all this information. Page of Coins. I don't think it was a lot of pressure from the king. The king didn't show up here once. It does show that he did have some disagreements with some people about it. I'm thinking it's his sister said, you do the right thing already. Here's the siblings here, but they're upright. They're upright. So he had some supports, and I'm going to say that I'm going to actually say that he actually did the right thing. He thought about it for a while, but he is more thinking about the future of his own children and grandchildren. And he has a lot of guilt with his mother. This also, the Knight of Cups in reverse, could be the return of his titles because they were bestowed upon him by his mother, right? She would have given him the title Duke of York. So he's releasing those titles with the Hangman here in reverse. Also, he feels a little bit freer now. He definitely feels a little bit freer that these have been returned, that these gifts have been now returned. He is definitely despondent, especially under the devil here. We have to remember he doesn't drink, so it's not like he's throwing himself into alcohol. It was interesting, all the pages we have here. I'm going to say that this is very well PR put out. I honestly think this is his sister. Saying, what would, if Mom was here, how would you feel if Mom was here? And also, I think his daughters. But I don't think there was a big push from the king. I'm not seeing that at all. Not seeing that at all. I don't see. I think he may have had a come to Jesus moment, tell you the truth. Here's the communication right here. No more waiting and wondering. He knows it'll never get better, ever. It's done and dusted. There's no coming back from this. None at all. Interesting that he still maintains his innocence. I'm No, I'm sorry. This was not a pressure cooker from the king. This definitely was in discussion, and they do say that and his resignation does say that. in discussion with my family. So with his immediate family, with Sarah and the girls and his siblings, he realized there's no coming back from this. None. Crying over spilt milk. The past will chase him wherever he goes. He's thinking more of the long term of the crown, to protect his daughters and his grandchildren so that they can be proud of being a royal. And also, if his mother was alive, he knows what would happen. Now, as I have read many times, and I'm not going to read on it ever again, he is in Royal Lodge forevermore. That's a legal binding contract. The king cannot kick him out. Also, we have read that it was the queen who made Charles promise that he would look after his brother. And he is, by allowing him to resign like that in dignity. In dignity. Also here, in dignity. I think there's something here that he feels like in the future people will be forgiving of him in some respects, or the truth will come out, or eventually things will be better. There you have it. He did do it on his own. He was not pressured by the king any which way whatsoever. Whether that looks good on the king or not, that's up to you to decide. But what we are being told, this Page of Pentacles, this story they're selling is the truth. The Page of Pentacles is up. He's trying to sell you a story of what's going on, that Andrew resigned on his own accord, fell on his sword, I believe the words they are using, and that's God's honest truth. All right, well, good for Andrew if you finally did the right thing. Wow, kind of impressive. All right, thank you very much. My next reading, I'm sure you can't wait to click on that, is Harry and Meghan next. All right, see you over there.